Welcome to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. Y'all saw that video. LeBron James, King James. LeBron pulled one of the most cowardly moves we've ever seen from a superstar of his caliber. Instead of letting his own son, Bronny, be a man, hold your nuts, he decides to step in and confront Stephen A. Smith over some criticism. What does that say about Bronny? What does that say about LeBron? Stephen A. Smith is known for speaking his mind. He's known for criticizing players in general. Doesn't matter if you're a superstar or the guy on the bench. That's what he's made his career on. And he's not the only one. The media is what they do. They criticize players. The fans is what they do. They criticize players. So recently, he's made comments about Bronny and his gameplay. But so many people agree. Bronny got drafted a large part because of his father's influence. How many guys who are 6'2", who are skinny, cannot shoot a three, average 4 points in college, average 4 points in high school, would get a shot at making it to the NBA if their daddy was not LeBron James? And what does Bronny's daddy do? He gets into Stephen A's face before the game between the Knicks and the Lakers to confront Stephen A, to let him know to keep his son's name out of his mouth. What LeBron doesn't understand, whether Bronny wants it or not, he is now seen as a kid who not only got drafted because of who his dad is, but his daddy fights his own battles. This is the worst possible look for a young NBA player trying to prove himself. The league is full of sharks. If players see some weakness, they're going to go harder. Opposing players will test him. They will talk trash. Oh, what you gonna do? You gonna call your daddy? You gonna have your daddy check me? Because obviously you can't check me. Obviously you got your daddy fighting your battles. And let's not forget NBA front offices. They want players who are mentally tough. Guys who can handle adversity, criticism, and pressure. That is a part of the game. That is a part of being in the spotlight. If Bronny's daddy's gonna step in every time things get tough, what does that say about his ability to handle the grind of the league? This just adds more pressure on Bronny to prove that he's not just LeBron's son, but that he actually belongs in the NBA, which is something that he's been struggling to prove. And for LeBron, for somebody who claims that he doesn't care about the media, he sure does care a lot. This situation isn't just bad for Bronny, it's bad for LeBron's legacy. We've seen superstars take criticism and keep it moving. Jordan, Kobe, even guys like Kevin Durant, they all get dragged by the media at some point. They don't step to the faces of the analysts that are doing the criticism to check them. LeBron stepping in to check Stephen A, it just shows how insecure that LeBron is. Does he not have confidence in Bronny handling himself? Does he not have confidence in Bronny's mental strength? Because if he did, he would have not felt the need to interfere. He would have let Bronny be his own man. Criticism is part of the game. If you can't stand the heat, stay out of the kitchen. As an NBA player, somebody who's in the spotlight, you will always be criticized. Fans will troll you, and people will say negative things about you. That's just what it is. If you can't handle it, and if your daddy feels the need to pull up on people whenever somebody says something that he doesn't like about you, maybe being in the league isn't for you. And let's be real, things are only gonna get worse once Bron retires. Bronny will not have his daddy around to overshadow him, to check people, to intimidate people. At that point, he'll have to stand on his own. And if he doesn't learn how to handle this now, it's surely gonna break him later. What LeBron did was a cowardly move. Bronny now has a reputation of needing his daddy to protect him, which will follow him as long as he's in the league. LeBron looks weak for not letting his son take accountability, take criticism, take the trolls, take the negative comments as a man, as an NBA player, because that's a part of the game. If Bronny wants to make it in the NBA, he's going to have to prove himself without his dad constantly jumping in. And if LeBron knows and wants what's best for his son, he needs to take a step back and let Bronny handle his own battles. Let Bronny be a man. Let Bronny build that mental strength to handle all the hate, all the negative comments. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. And with that being said, I am out.